Hi everyone, I am Shah back with another very interesting video on deep research agents. Recently, OpenAI and Google Gemini has released deep research agents. Let's try to see what are all the available deep research agents, what is the price of these deep research agents, what does it mean, and how to get started with a trial. What is deep research agents? Deep research means that it's not just giving some random information from its knowledge source from its AI model, but it goes through a lot of legitimate internet sources, and then it does analysis reasoning on the information which it got from internet, and then it will create a well cited report. Generally, when you do the research, for example, if you're doing PhD or master project or anything, then what you do is one part of it is literature review. You go through all the existing scholarly materials that is available out there, and then you create it as a part of those your report. So with these deep research agents, this is really helpful in doing a particular research. uh, and then let's go ahead and test it. So first is there are few free, like Hugging Face deep research is free, but that's not super capable. There are open AIs which is $200 per month, which is super expensive. Google has just released which is around $25 per month. But the first month is free. So if you want to give it a try, the first month is free. And then $25, around $25 per month. Perplexity is free to begin with. As I said, it's about internet resources plus reasoning model to generate a report. So let's go ahead and have a look at these things. So first is, let's go to Google and say Google Deep Research. You'll see an article. So you come to this article, but primarily you look at this article, and then where you need to start is Google Advanced. So when you see Google Advanced, so you will see this option, try 1 month at no charge. So click here, and then you will be able to primarily at this point I have given my card and all the information and upgraded. So this will upgrade your free access to Google Advanced. You need to give your credit card, but for first month it is free. From the next month it is going to charge some amount. If you want do trial, go ahead and do this for 1 month. If you like it, keep it. If not, you just cancel the subscription, so you won't get charged. So here there is different models. So the model which we are looking right now is Gemini 1.5 Pro with deep research. This is something which we wanted to look at today. So what it does is it can do a lot many researching. For example, you want to research on how your competitors are doing in specific space, or if you are doing anything related to, let's say, PhD work or master projects work, or if you want to research anything related to trading, so you can do that trading research. For example, you want to develop a algo trading algorithm, looking at all the resources and create the best algorithm, you can do that. Or if you are in a specific sector like healthcare or domains like aerospace, this is super helpful. But I'm going to try something which is legal related stuff. Let me go ahead and paste what I wanted to do. So I wanted to conduct a thorough investigation to explore potential legal strategies, because this deep research agent, what it is going to do is it is going to actually scrape the websites from internet and get the information from those internet, and then apply its own knowledge on this information which it scraped, do the reasoning, thinking, analysis of this, and generate a report. But what this is happening, this is scraping it. So I just wanted to create a research on loopholes of these deep research agents. So I'm saying conduct a thorough investigation to explore legal strategies against AI companies like Google, OpenAI, Perplexity for scraping my web page without proper authorization. How this works, and how can I protect myself, and how can I sue these companies for that. So I'm doing this as a research. I'm asking it to do this as a research. Let's see what it does. First thing which it tries to do is it tries to create a research plan. So it will create a research plan. If you like it, you can go ahead and so here is the research plan. So first it says that conduct thorough investigation. It does this and then analyze the resource and create a report. If you want to edit this plan, you can edit. If not, just click on start research. So now your research is begin. What it does is first it goes through all the internet resources where it can find this legality issues or legalities of these companies. For example, Microsoft terms legal, so it looks into it, and it goes into Reddit to find how this works. Google deep research revolutionizing AI and introducing deep research for OpenAI. All these things are very essential. Privacy policy of OpenAI, usage policies of OpenAI. If you see, it has gone through 82 websites to do that investigation on the question which I asked, to do the research on legal, on scraping my websites without my permission, and give me what is the actions I can take. And then it is going through 82 websites. First thing is it goes, finds, identifies relevant websites. The second thing is it is going to get the content from these websites. And the third thing is after it gets, then it uses this Gemini 1.5 Pro model to analyze this information, reason this information, and finally create a compelling report. Once it creates a compelling report, then it is also well cited, so where you can convert this into a Word document within Google Docs. So it's at this point it has finished collecting information and it is doing the analysis of the results, what the results it got. Sometimes this can be very time taking process, not a lot like 1 hour, but it may be few minutes, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, because it's trying to do the data collection part. It's first identifying where the data is, second is trying to collect the information from that locations and get that information and start doing the analysis and finally creating the report out of it. While this is doing the analysis, I'll showcase the second tool, which is free tool. So you can go to Google and then you can say, let's say Hugging Face. Sorry. Hugging Face, Open Deep Research Agent. So when you say this, you will be able to see this Open Deep Research. It has opened directly the space. So what it does is, this is a free agent. So what I can do is I can go ahead and give that same thing here, what I have asked the question to Google Gemini. So what it does is, first it tries to analyze this, and then obviously this is free agent. What it does is it tries to write some Python code to scrape the information, and once it scrapes that information, it tries to go ahead and create the report for us. So it goes through the web pages similar to what Gemini does, and then it is going to give us a report. But then this is a simplified version which you see online, which means that you are having some limitations. But if you want to go ahead and run this locally and take benefit of it, in fact this free agents has very good benchmarks. So if you want to run it locally, you can come to this GitHub Open Deep Research thing, and you can install it locally and run locally, and then it is going to create a very good outcome for you. But online version, let's see what it does. So there are 4 steps so far. First, what it is doing is, so it is going to thought as a first step, it is going into Google scraping privacy policies. It has written a Python code and it got some information. Then it is going through the policies of each company, similar to what Gemini does, but here little, obviously this is doing on a smaller set where Google Gemini did on a bigger set. And step 4, it's going through the Google's terms of services document. Step 5, it is going to examine the OpenAI's. Step 6, it is it encode 403, because if it has any errors, it will go ahead and try to resolve those errors, because these are agents intelligent enough to do that. Step 7, from archived terms of conditions explicitly prohibits. Step 8, Microsoft this thing. Step 9, to proceed I will investigate Perplexity. So it's at step 9 looking at Perplexity. This is also doing a decent job, honestly. Step 10, similar to issue and code, there is 403 with Perplexity's access. Maybe it's not, this Python program couldn't do it. So because it got errors, and also the maximum number of steps it can do in the simplified version is only 10. So it has reached out and finally giving us the answer. Google policies and potential loopholes. The companies prohibit scraping content without owners or permissions explicitly, but potential gap may arise in cross jurisdiction. So it has given function of deep research agent. Deep research agent or AI models often function by crawling vast information in internet to gather the training data. Typically the process should comply with the robots.txt. So it says that if your robot as txt allows for SEO search engines, then these deep research agents can also come. So you need to make sure that you change robots.txt. However, reports indicate these systems sometimes operate beyond such approvals, either intentionally. So legality, what are the legal measures you can take? Legal option, pursue, seize and desist orders against companies. Technical measures, implementing robots. This is a pretty good outcome. It has gone through everything. It's not in detailed bigger outcome, but it is decent enough outcome, and it is very relevant outcome to what the question I asked. So now let's go ahead and see. It's still creating an report. Analysis is done. It seems it's doing pretty good job, but OpenAI is, sorry, this Hugging Face open deep research, because it has only 10 steps. If it is not, it could have done a lot many steps. When you run this locally, you see tons of steps and information that is collected and finally given a very big answer. But this is also a good one to get started, to give it a try. Now let's go to, let's see if this finishes. It's almost finished, so let's wait for this. Once this is finished, we'll go to Perplexity. Unfortunately, I don't have OpenAI $200 subscription, which is way expensive. So once you have that, so for example, let's say, so this is the subscription we need. You need $200 subscription for OpenAI, so you can access deep research and O1 Pro mode. So this is a little harder for me to get it, so I couldn't. But here you see search and reasoning. This is also a little better. Here you'll see deep research once you have that $200 subscription per month. But I don't have it, so I couldn't show it. But let me go ahead with Perplexity. So Perplexity, I'm going to ask same question, but here if you see this is reasoning with O3, or you can use DeepSeek's new R1, which is hosted in US. Let's go with O3. And here you see three options: web, academic, social. So when you say social, it goes to Reddit and all those things. Academic, it goes to scholarly articles, web, internet. So when I say this, obviously it goes ahead and scraps the web pages. Let's see how many so it's a planning thing. So 79 resources it has scraped, and now it is okay, it's also still searching 134 resources. This is a very good thing. So now it is also looking into Reddit. Wow, 138 resources it has scraped, and it is giving the answer here. So if you see, these are all the detailed answers. It's pretty good. When you go to export, you can say PDF. It has obviously created a very good report. So here is the report, which also having this. For example, if you need the citations, these citations are here. So here is the question, here is what the research it has done, and it has given to us. So Perplexity, we used to do this earlier as well, but with smaller models. But now with models like O3 and R1, it is obviously doing much better job of thinking and reasoning. But this is shallow. That's the reason it has given us very fast outcomes, whereas the other ones go very deep. So here is the outcome from Google Gemini deep research. So deep dive into deep research, this is actually what I'm looking for. So if you see, there is everything which is related to terms of service, copyright, data protection, computer fraud, legal precedents, and case law. So what are the different things which we can do, examples of it, analysis of AI company policies, loopholes in it, and conclusion, the emerging deep research and other AI. So this is a very good. When I click on open in docs, what it does is it opens this in a Word document. That is very good within Google Docs. So if you see, it has opened this one. The rise of sophisticated AI agents like deep research capable of autonomous sourcing the internet of information, understanding deep research agent, prompting and planning, autonomous web browsing and data collection, data synthesis and reasoning, report generation. This is what exactly it does. So now actions advisable for website owners. Yes, this is what I was asking. Robots.txt, captcha, IP blocking, these things, legal actions, cease and desist letters, DCMA, legal action. So these are the things which I can do. So in fact, some answer I can also see here. If you see what are all the actions, pursuing cease and desist orders, engaging litigations. So some things is also available here, but this is a very detailed, very good report here. And if you see works cited, so what are all the citations which it has got, it is there, and it is directly saved into your Google Docs, which is a very, very good thing. So I can save this, edit this, convert this into whatever the format which works for me. So for your any kind of research, this is super helpful, and it is cheaper, and also it has primarily the 1 month free access where you can decide whether you need it or not. Similarly, I wanted to bring one another vendor which is called Merlin. So there are some smaller vendors where primarily what these do is they don't have their own model, but they give us the option to look into multiple models. For example, if I have only OpenAI plus, then I will be able to only use OpenAI models. But if I have Claude Pro, I will be able to use only Claude models. If I have Gemini, I'll be able to use only Gemini models. But then there are vendors who are giving all these models unlimited access, like Merlin and Cited AIs, where I can easily select and the good thing is they keep updating it. Right now O3 mini is available and O1 is available, DeepSeek is available, Gemini 2.0 Pro is available. So all this model unlimited usage is really great. The open O1 is the best one, so I am going to use O1 and turn on live search, which means it can look into internet as well. So I'm going to ask similar question here, and obviously it looks into web components. Again, this is not as deep research, but this is a little shallow research because it looks into only few resources, maybe here 3 4 5 6 7, only 7 resources, and it is using O1 on top of this along with O1's knowledge model and reasoning on top of it. So now it will give us outcome according to O1's. And if you want to do the same thing with any other model, for example, let's say DeepSeek, then it can also do the same thing. I have the subscription for this. This is way cheaper. I guess I got this for $200 per year, and it has all the models. I don't have to run here and there and pay 10 times. That's the reason I like it. So here it has given me a very good answer with citations. If you want to copy it and if you want to look into sources, all these things. And this also has all the options like image generator. It also has options like projects, artifacts, all those things. I like this and I keep using this. So here also it's kind of an shallow research agent where it looks into web pages as well. Overall, I would suggest Google Gemini Deep Research because of its price and free 1 month. And they say that, I mean, internet stats say that OpenAI Deep Research is also the best one. But to begin with, you can give it a free try for 1 month with this. And you can also run this Hugging Face Open Deep Research locally or on one of its space. Now, obviously, Perplexity, with free you can also do things like this. um, this is my Gen AI video series. I keep continue doing this Gen AI video series with all the latest and greatest. If, please do subscribe, follow, and if you have any questions, post it in the comments and I'll try to answer those things. In my next video, I'm going to showcase you about OpenAI operators, computer use from Google, OpenAI, and Claude, which is a next version of RPA kind of stuff where it can use browser automatically, use computer automatically to do the automations. That is the future where the agents are moving, which autonomously they can do things. Thank you. Have a good day.